Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Star Creator, Darkhawk Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, today we're going to talk about Darkhawk, the only full free-to-play character in this update. No tier 2 native or anything like that. So we're going to talk about him today, and we're going to test him out in the Wall Boss Ultimate, obviously to see where he's actually standing, showing the pros and the cons of this character. But before we get into that, guys, let's take a look at the sponsor of this video.
Check the link in the description and find your favorite hoodies and tees now.
Once again, guys, we're going to be testing this character in a PvE settings. I faced this guy in PvP a few times the last few days, and honestly, he is really underwhelming in PvP. So he's not worth talking PvP about. Maybe he can be decent in Land Conquest, but that is pretty much hit the potential for PvP of this character. So obviously we build him for PvE, and we're gonna test him out in PvE. So before we do anything, guys, we're gonna jump in the Wall Boss Ultimate, showcase him a little bit. By the way, guys, he has his own Ignore defense. Not Ignore defense, but all defense down. You have Ignore defense too, but he has his own all defense down, guys, on his second skill, down to 45%. It does not last long on the Wall Boss Ultimate though, which kind of suck. He has a big buff for critical rate and attack speed on the 5th skill, and he has accumulated damage done on the 3rd skill. Sadly, damage done, you need to be able to do a lot of damage to accumulate a lot of damage, which is, I don't feel like he's doing. Anyway, let's jump into Wall Boss Ultimate here, guys, right away. He has the leadership tag, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, he has the leadership tag here, so we're gonna be using Nick Fury lead with White Fox support in all 3 Wall Boss Ultimate that we're gonna be testing him today, which is gonna be Cool Obsidian, Corvus Glaze, and a Body Mod. We're gonna do testing at stage 50 and all of them, so you guys can see where he's standing at stage 50. By the way, guys, we have a normal obelisk on him, critical damage with 160% damage proc, so even with that, stage 50 should be quite doable with a usable character, to be honest. So we're gonna see if we're gonna achieve that or not. If we cannot achieve that, that means this character is pretty much just a Shadowland character. That's gonna be the result of it. So let's get started here, and let's see what kind of damage we're gonna get in this first fight here. What we're trying to do here, guys, is to get the proc on the 5th skill. So we're gonna open with the 5th skill, and then after that, after the 5th skill is over, we're gonna go with the 3rd skill to activate the accumulated damage. 4th skill, then use the 2nd skill to apply the defense down just before we use the 5th skill again. And that's pretty much a rotation I figure out that will be the best. But if you guys have different rotation, make sure to let me know. And guys, while we're at it, don't forget that we stream Monday through Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch. Link is in the description down below. Now you can see the defense down does not even really last till the skill is over, which definitely hurt this guy. If the defense down lasted the whole thing, that will be really different. And you can see here, he's energy attack and he's struggling against Cool Obsidian. We lost the proc here though. There we go, should have it back, and you can see he is really struggling against Cool without a single doubt. We'll probably a stage 40, it's what we're gonna be able to do. You can see here 45 seconds in, and we have 1 bar and 2/3 done. So it's definitely not happening here. It's definitely not happening. And I did some testing with defense down strikers, and that was even slower. So since he has his own defense down, you don't want to bring defense down strikers, but I had to try it anyway. Now we're going to switch to a stage 50 Corvus Glaive. Corvus Glaive is usually a lot easier to fight, so this one we should be able to kill at stage 50, because this is literally the easiest Wall Boss Ultimate in the game. If you don't know what to kill, if you're new players, just drop some Ignore Dodge Strikers, go in there and get easy kills pretty much. So stage 50 should be a no-brainer here, hopefully. I'm actually going to use the 5th skill properly this time with Nick Fury. And you can see the damage is a lot better here. A lot better. And by the way, with the team we have, the purple skill actually apply the 5th skill, so we can actually use that. Oh, he got CC? Okay, he's doing it. I was waiting for that. You won't catch me, brother. Come on, do your jump. Okay, back to the action here. So definitely is going to be able to do the job against a Corvus Glaive. Here I'm going to skip the 4th skill because I knew that the proc was going to be too early. The 4th skill literally is just filler because you don't actually need it. Here we go. So 1 minute 5 to get through the first phase. So stage 50 Corvus Glaive, as expected, should be easy. You could probably push to the limit a stage 60 with that current build, but you know, it's not that great. I think characters nowadays should be able to do a stage 70 and stage 60 with the build we have right now. It's not that great still. She'll be able to do 65 with the build we have right now, in my opinion. Anyway, that's just my thought, guys. Especially that I have like... Oh, let's switch. I have like 80% energy attack on cards and energy he's an energy attack character. I shall be able to do higher than I'm doing right now. And here we get stuck. That's fine. We can see definitely have the damage to do a stage 50. Apparently I tried to switch, but I was striking at the same time, so kind of got screwed here. So yeah, you can do a stage 50 here, but stage 50, like I said, on Corvus Glaive is very, very, very low. Now if we test a stage 50 against a Banima, if we can achieve that, that's actually not that bad. But honestly, energy attack character should be able to achieve stage 60 with a 160 damage proc, in my opinion. But still, it's not bad, guys. Let's not take it as I'm saying the characters is bad, because he is not bad. He is what a free-to-play characters is usually, but I wish they actually give him more power. That's kind of what I'm saying here. We missed the proc here. I can get the proc there, probably. Yeah. Damage seems pretty borderline still on the stage 50 here so far. Yeah, very borderline. And you make sure to do not cancel the 2nd skill. I canceled the 5th skill too fast here. Until the defense down is applied. That is very, very, very important. If you cancel before the defense down is applied, well, you kind of screw with your defense down. Okay, that shall be pushing the phase here. Yeah, it is. As you can see, 1 minute to reach that phase is pretty damn long for a stage 50 with energy character, to be honest. It is very, very long in my personal opinion. But anyway, I think that's enough for boss ultimate, but this is painful. This is painful to play, man. Obviously, with a CTPF energy, we'll be doing a little bit better. Probably be able to do 50 coal with the CTPF energy, 60 on Corvus Glaive, 55 on the Banima. So it's actually not that bad, but I'm kind of left on my appetite here. I felt like he should be doing better. You know, he's a cosmic character. He should be stronger than that. Still, he's going to be a great free-to-play Shadowland characters without a single doubt. And for people who are are just trying to do stage 20 in the wall boss, also, well, you get other characters you can use there if you want to. But he's lackluster in my opinion, which is a disappointment to me because he's so cool looking. He is so cool looking, man. That would be awesome if he was actually strong. But anyway, with that testing done, we're going to go through the build here, guys, so you can see what we're running with. You can see we have max critical down, max ignore defense, max critical damage, almost max critical rate because you get 30% from this 5th skill. So basically we have 73.67% critical rate, which is a lot. He has 127% attack speed, 18,000 energy attack. See, that's where he's lacking. I think his energy attack is a very, very, very low. Even for a regular characters, you know. I think that energy attack should be much, 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 much higher, to be honest. Like 22,000, 23,000 without leadership. That's where I think that should be standing, and think that is big problems. Obviously, if we add him at level 70, gear 25, you'll have much better stats, but we don't. And hopefully, they're going to give him a uniform eventually so we can actually have a better Darkhawk in the game, because this was actually characters that a lot of people were expecting to be good, and they are kind of left on their appetite, like I was saying. Now, if we look at the gears here, you can see Yuru is not a bad setup. You know, 2 energy attack per gear, a bunch of critical rate, attack speed, a little bit of cooldown. So this is definitely a pretty solid setup. Yes, gear's only 20, but still, there are so many free-to-play characters at gear 20 that can do much better than this guy, which is kind of why, again, I feel like it's lackluster. If we look at the ISO set, we have Overdrive set button stage 6 in effect, all attack, all defense, critical rate, critical damage 8.5%, ignore defense 8.1%, activation rate 12% chance when attacking, 20% increase of all attack with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. Custom gear is actually I think it's pretty solid custom gear, to be honest. 38.3% critical damage, 160% proc. Obviously, CTP of energy, 200% proc will be much better than that, but that's the kind of builds that a lot of people are going to be running with on a free-to-play character. So I think that was actually a proper obelisk to use for this character testing. If we look at the skills are actually pretty cool. First, this one, ignore defense 20%, ignore target rate 20%, which is very, very useful. Then tier 1 passive, increase damage dealt to super villain type characters by 30%, decrease damage received by super villain type characters by 20%. So his own increased damage only applied to self, by the way, guys. His leadership is trash, though, all speed by 6%, total trash. If we look at the important skills, you get a 5th skill that will apply all attack, all defense, 40% all speed, 6% critical rate, 30% remove incapacitation, so it's pretty solid here. And also, if you fight teams without debuff removal, 50% chance of missing attack in Allen Conquest, which is actually pretty solid. You get the 4th skill. 4th skill will apply burn and bleed damage, which is not bad for Shadowlands, but that's the only place that this skills will really matter. 3rd skill, accumulated damage, recovery max HP, reflect, immunity to all damage. So very, very solid skill to boost the rest of the skills, to be honest. But I feel like the rest of the skill is not bringing enough to do justice to this skill, to be honest. And then you have the second skills, which will apply defense down up to 45%, but it only applies 4.5% defense down per hit, so you gotta do a lot of hit to get that 45%, which is probably why it's really hard to get a good amount with him, because you don't get to apply that defense down properly. If you do, you're probably gonna die, or you're gonna not die, but you're probably gonna mess up the proc. So that kind of make him really, kind of suck for that second skill, defense down, to be honest. And then you got a first skill. First skill is a stun, good for Shadowland, but that is pretty much it. So overall, guys, this is a very good free to play, well, not very good, but decent free to play characters. I think he's gonna be standing in the average, in the middle of my tier list. I think that's about where he's gonna be standing. He's gonna be very good in Shadowland. you can get the job done below 50 in World Boss Ultimate, but that is pretty much where it's going to be standing. You can do some job in Island Conquest too if you have him built for PvP. It's not that bad, so I think he's a decent free-to-play characters, but nowadays we expect a little bit better from those free-to-play characters, to be honest, especially when you only have one in an update. I know Battle Rebuild and all that is still considered free-to-play, but it is not really free-to-play because you have to invest so much resources into them. So I really consider this guy the free-to-play character of the update and the only one, and it really sucks that we're not getting more out of him, to be honest. Anyway, guys, I want to hear your feedback, comment, you know, anything you have to say in the comment section. As always, guys, comment section down below. If you have any question, yeah, feel free to ask too. If you have better rotations for me, feel free to put it there too. I always read all the comments, guys, and really pay attention to them. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on this video. Again, we stream Monday through Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch. Link in the description down below. So, guys, thank you for watching. And hopefully I get to see you again next time.